I could say, you're. I mean, in that case, I simply said, yeah, I probably do. I look like the sort of person that you could trust, and it turns out that you couldn't trust them.
Right.
And she could
Right.
say, yeah, and I'm like, yeah,
Right. Right.
and bring it on, sister. Let's put that into words, And we could even talk about the fact that, you know, the jury's out. Maybe I could still be one of them.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, that almost seems to me that boy, that's down the road in therapy when that kind of thing happens. It doesn't happen at the very beginning, or maybe it could have in that
Well,
if it's about looks and appearance. Hey, you look like that abuser.
but if it could,
Is how you manage that
right?
because it is also
It's co-created.
it's yeah. There you are.
Because think about it. Because what you said is because there could be some way that I created a space, potentially, even in the first 5 or 10 minutes, that made this slightly different, right?
Right.
That there was like, hey, a genuine interest in how she was feeling, a genuine interest in her own history and whatnot. Not in a way like there was something about the music in the room that took power and control slightly out of the center into the corner, right? And there was the
Okay.
music of it. I can think of folks that I've worked with that the music of sarcasm opens up the
Oh yeah.
possibility of all sorts of things, right?
Yeah. That's a big one.
And when that happens, then that's a different kind of music, but it's always co-created. And some folks, we have a saying in psychoanalytic theory that lots of people show up, but it takes them a while to arrive,
Okay.
right? And so oftentimes folks, and it could take a long time for someone to truly arrive, right?
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense,
And the
and
music is
that's a
important.
big issue. Get back to music, but the idea that this very first presentation, walking in the room, seeing the person, that moment, and then the moments that follow, it seems to be very important for setting the course of therapy. If there's not some kind of immediate connection, um, and if the person says, and just take your example, they see you and you remind them of someone, that is the beginning of therapy because they've just put that out into the world, and you can begin to see and you can begin to manage that and try to help them begin to work on those problems. And but that takes such a long time because someone may come in and just say the opposite of what they're feeling,
Mhm.
or maybe give you different things that have nothing to do with therapy and all of that. But that one is an encounter close and personal, and it's right to you, and that opens therapy. Sometimes therapy just has to take its time to when it begins. I used to tell some of the students of teaching that, let me know when therapy happens in your session. Review your tapes and point out the times when therapy occurred. Wow, that was a tough assignment for a lot of folks because I told them the old story